Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be my iOS 15 wish list. I've picked out 10 things that I think would make iOS just a little bit better. So let's go ahead and dive right into the video. So number one is a split view. Now I know a lot of people have this on their wish list, but there's a good reason for it. I think especially with the bigger phones, they should be able to do it. And I know this is already a feature on like the iPad, for example, and I love using it and I would really like to use it on my iPhone. Personally, whenever I'm doing research or just trying to like gather information from Safari and type it into some notes, I think it would be amazing to have split view, like Safari on the top, notes on the bottom. And personally, I think a lot of people really want this feature, just the ability to be using two apps at the same time. Personally, I would love this feature because sometimes when I'm researching for maybe like a video, I've got to open up Safari, then open up notes, then open up Safari, versus if I could just have them open at the same time, it would be a big problem solver and just make things run a little bit smoother. Number two on my wish list is customized icons. Now we kind of had this when iOS 14 first came out, but it slowly died out. But I think a lot of people really liked being able to make customized icons, making it their own and more personalized. And I think just by seeing the demand for this, Apple should take this into consideration. You know, they could even make like a theme store where you can go in and spend maybe like $1 to $5 on a customized theme and use it across all of your devices. I think that'd be a really good idea. Coming from a consumer standpoint, you know, $1 to $5 isn't too bad. Coming from a business standpoint, Apple is going to make a lot of money. So I think it's kind of like a win-win for everybody. I think this is long overdue. I just unfortunately don't think it's going to come with iOS 15, but maybe in the next few years. Number three is a better Files app. Now, people have been complaining about the Files app for years now. It's not very user-friendly, and there's just so many other options out there that are. So I think Apple just needs to take that feedback and just make the Files app just way easier to use, especially for the people that have a workflow that spans between a bunch of different Apple devices. The Files app can definitely frustrate a lot of people, so I'm really hoping they just make it more user-friendly with iOS 15. Number four is landscape mode. Now, I was a big fan of this with the 7 and 8 Plus. Then they removed it when the X or 10 series came out, and a lot of people really want that to come back. I think they could definitely bring that back, especially with the Pro Max models, and you could almost make it like a selling feature, like a differentiator between the like 12 Pro, 12 Pro Max, or next year 13 Pro, 13 Pro Max. And I think a lot of people would be really excited by that feature. And I just like having the option to, you know, use your phone vertically and then just tilt it horizontally and still be able to use it. So I'm really hoping that comes back with iOS 15. Number five is dual apps. Now I know Android devices have had this for a little while now, and this is something I am super jealous of. Being able to have like two Instagram apps on your phone, two Snapchats, would make life so much easier, especially because if you're someone like me, I have like a personal account with like friends and family, then I have like a business account which I do all of like my YouTube stuff from, and I like to differentiate the two. And the way that I have to do that right now is like every time I use my personal account, sign into that, then when I want to use like the YouTube account, I've got to sign out, sign in, and it's a big first world problem, you know, like signing in and out all of the time. And I think if they brought dual apps, it would just make it so much easier, you know, have like one Snapchat for my personal life and then one Snapchat for YouTube side by side, and I think it would just be a really great feature. Number six is an always on display. Now we've seen this with the watch already, and I really love that feature. There's so many times that I just want to like simply check the time on my phone and I have to like physically touch it. This is beginning to sound like a big first world problem video, but we're at the point with software that that's really what we're trying to do, just make life easier. But I think it would be a great feature, just having the time like always on your phone. If you get a notification, you'll know, versus having to actually touch the phone or have your sounds on. One other thing that came to mind while I was writing the script for this video is I could have like my phone on a dock in my bedroom across the room, and I wouldn't have to have a digital clock anymore. I could just have my phone with the always on display sitting on the dock across the room, and I could tell the time. So I could eliminate the need to have a digital clock altogether. But I am really hoping for an always on display, especially with the battery always getting better every year. I think it could accommodate, but we will see. Number seven is a customizable lock screen. Right now we just have camera and flashlight, which camera is kind of useless because you can literally just swipe to the right and your camera pops up. So being able to like hold down on the camera is just kind of useless. So I think it would be great if you could just customize the icons and what you can actually use right off of the lock screen. I think if you could customize it and put an app on the corners, especially ones that would eliminate the need to actually unlock the phone and go do whatever you need to do, would be great and a time saver. And I think think it would just be a great feature to add to the lock screen. Now, something that would be really cool is if they took the idea from the watch, having like the whole face customizable, and bringing that over to the iPhone lock screen. I think that would be really cool. Customizing the watch face is probably one of the best features that the watch has, and I think bringing that over to an iPhone would just be amazing. Being able to customize the entire thing. I would love to put the activity app, the battery, the weather, podcast, everything on my lock screen, but like still making it look clean, of course. And I think one day we will get to that point. It's just nice to be able to swipe through your faces like this, and I think if we brought that feature to an iPhone, it would just be really great. Number 8 on my wish list has to do with the dock. Essentially just be able to customize it, because it's been the same for a long time, and I think being able to customize that would be a great feature as well. 4 apps at the bottom is not a lot, and I think they should expand that and be able to, at least scroll through them, or just remove the whole thing entirely, or at least have a hide feature like on the Macs, and then be able to just swipe up a little bit and then the dock pops up. So I hope customizing the dock does come with iOS 15. Number 9 is no pop-ups that take over the entire screen. With iOS 14, they kind of fixed this for a few different things. So like when someone calls you, it no longer takes over the full screen. It's just like a little banner. And I'm hoping they bring that to iOS 15 with all the notifications. So many times I'll be watching like sports, a movie, a show, or playing a game, and then it's like, boom, your battery is low. And then it just like pauses the game, pauses the movie, and I'm like, oh my god, close, and then have to go back. Another first world problem. But I think having just a little drop down banner and then, okay, I know my battery's low, okay, swipe that away, is more than enough. I don't think it has to like completely take over the screen. So I'm hoping that changes with iOS 15. Now the final feature that I really want with iOS 15 is interactive widgets. I don't want to fully open up the application to do anything with it. Personally, the only widgets that I have is fitness and music. I wish the fitness app kind of worked like the watch fitness app, where you kind of just like scroll through it, versus on the phone you have to physically click it and then do your scrolling. I think it would be really nice if you could just scroll right through the widget and see like your steps and your calories, your exercise and stand time all right through the widget. And then with the music app, I wish you could pause, play, skip song, and maybe flip through songs and albums like you can on the watch. Essentially, this whole thing would just eliminate the need to actually open up the physical application, and I'm really hoping iOS 15 brings us this. So guys, that is my top 10 wish list for iOS 15. I think all of these features would just make the software even better, and I already love iOS 14, so I can just imagine even if they took like half of the things on this list and brought it to iOS 15, how much better it would make it. But I am super excited to see what they announce at WWDC 2021. Hopefully some really cool features. But that was my list. Leave a comment down below of what you guys think they should add to iOS 15. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you like and subscribe. I hope you guys all have a great day, and I will see you guys in the next video.